Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be working on Mitsubishi Lancer Carisma. We've got a problem with the wiper stalk, which is just here. All of a sudden the smoke started appearing from this area here. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the steering column cover, the top piece and the bottom piece, and then we're going to investigate what the issue is, and then we're going to go from there onwards. So to start off with, we're going to take 3 screws off. There are 3 screws, so we've got 1 here, 2 and 3, and that would allow us to pull the cover off. So before removing the cover, we'll have to put the steering column adjuster down. Okay, so as I've just done it here. So we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver to undo three screws. 1 here. There we go. And 1 there. They're all Phillips screws. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the steering to 6 o'clock angle. So we're just going to insert the key in. This is a automatic transmission, so it should just start without pressing the brake, because it's an old model. So what we're going to do now is we're going to press this clip down, and that should release this side of the steering column cover. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the steering wheel to the other side, like this. We're going to do the same again. There we go. That's that released. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this position and take the cover off. That's the top cover out of the way. Just gonna remove the bottom cover as well. So for that I'll have to remove the key. There we go. There we go, friends. That's the bottom cover out of the way. So now we've got the full access to the wiper stalk. Okay, and we can clearly see here the wires are melted. So this is where the wires were touching each other, and that's what caused the smoke to appear. There we go. I can show you a bit closer. So what we're going to do here is obviously we'll have to look for the part on eBay or the local scrapyard. Right friends, I'm back again. So what we did is we looked on eBay, and we managed to find a replacement part, which is just here, like for like. And this wiper blade stalk costed us £21. This is a second-hand piece, so you can compare the wiring here to the one we already got here on the car. So this is completely, these wires are completely burnt, and that's what's causing the smoke to appear. It has blown the fuse as well. On this particular Lancer Carisma 2003, the fuse is 20 amp fuse, for the wiper blades. So we were very lucky that we managed to get a second-hand part from eBay. Is this thing stalk is secured by 2 screws, Phillips ones, one here, one there. Before I undo the screws, I just gonna disconnect the connector here. Okay, so what you do is you just press it here. You can use the key. Here we go, it just came out so nicely, easily. There we go. So I've disconnected the connector. Make sure that the ignition is off. So we're just gonna use a Phillips screwdriver to undo 2 screws. There we go. That's the top screw out of the way, and then we've got one on the bottom. There we go, friends. That's the bottom screw out of the way. So just gonna pull the stalk out just like that. Just gonna show you once again where the problem lies. That's why it was smoking. It had blown the fuse as well. Been very lucky to get one from eBay for £21. That was a pretty much reasonable price. Right, so the way it goes in is the bottom bit first, and then the top one, just like that. So that's fully home. So now we need to secure it with the 2 screws which we removed earlier on the old one. One here, one at the bottom. Just gonna secure it. There you go, friends, that's good enough. Right, just gonna tighten the bottom screw now. There you go, friends, nice and easy. That's that done nicely. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect the harness itself, the harness connector. So just gonna force it in. There we go. Hear the click. That's that nicely done. So before we put the cover back on, we're gonna test it and see that our new stalk, I mean the second-hand stalk, is working fine without any issue, and it's not smoking like the other one did, the old one did. So just gonna replace the blown fuse. It's a 20 amp fuse, so just gonna do that. Just gonna approach the fuse box, which is just under here by the accelerator pedal, just here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the cover off. There we go. So we've taken the cover off. You can clearly see the condition of the blown fuse just here. There we go. Just gonna pull out the fuse. It has melted completely. There we go. Look at the condition of it. That is the condition of the fuse. That is in the right state. So we're gonna replace it with new fuse. There we go. Here comes the new fuse. Right, here we go. We have inserted the new fuse in, 20 amp. So just gonna start the car up and gonna turn on the wiper arms to see everything is working fine. There we go. Just gonna insert the key in. Just gonna try the wipers now. There we go, friends. They're working fine. Just gonna try the washer. There we go. Perfect. all working fine, perfectly fine. Just gonna put the cover back on, the steering column cover. Right friends, here we go. Just gonna put the cover back on. There we go. That's the cover in place for the fuse box. So now we're gonna put the steering column trim back on. So the bottom piece goes in like this, just like that. There we go. Okay. So that's the bottom side of it is in place. Just gonna do the top one now, just like that. Okay, just gonna line up. Just gonna clip it in like this with a clip. That's nicely done from this side. So now we're gonna start the car up, and then we're gonna turn the steering this way. There we go. So now we're gonna line up this side of the cover, hear the click, and at the back as well. So all nicely clipped in from both sides. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna secure the 3 screws under the column. Right, here we go. Just gonna secure 3 screws. There we go, nice and tight. Right, there we go. That's the second screw I'm gonna secure. There we go, that's nice and tight. And the third one goes here. There we go friends, that's the third screw in place. And now the steering column cover trim is fully secured. Job done. Thank you very much for watching the video.